You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible.
Georgia, folks, pretty interesting here. A huge surge of folks registering to vote in that state. New voters have registered in droves in Georgia since the last year's midterm. More than 352,000 people signed up to vote in the past 11 months, the vast majority of them automatically registering when they obtain a driver's license, according to data from the Secretary of State's office. The surge has boosted Georgia's voter rolls to a record high of nearly $7.4 million. $7.4 million. The growth in voters is caused more by Georgia's booming population than by people rushing to register ahead of presidential election. Now, registrations at driver's license offices far outpaced voter registration drives, indicating that many of the new voters recently moved to Georgia or turned 18 years old. Elections in Georgia next year will feature races for president, 2 U.S. senators, and every seat in the General Assembly. So, Robert, you're there in Georgia. Is your state potentially purple?
Georgia has been a purple state for 20 years. The problem that we have had in Georgia is the fact that the Dixiecrat Party still controls parts of the Democratic Party of Georgia. And for that reason, they were more interested in trying to convince South Georgia farmers and rural rednecks to vote Democrat than registering the hundreds of thousands of unregistered African Americans in the state. And we put our money into registering the unregistered African Americans in many of these quote unquote red states. Then you turn them purple, if not blue. You combine that with the influx of new, I call them carpetbaggers from the north because of high taxes and high regulations and job growth in the South. We can turn the entire South purple within 2 election cycles if we put our money where our mouth is.
That, again, that's an issue there, Kelly. And I've said it for the longest, and of course we saw Stacey Abrams say it. Stop trying to sit here and you're trying to get folks who are never going to vote for you. Register those who are likely to vote for you, but who aren't registered.
The fact that we have a voter registration problem in the Bible Belt is, it's concerning. And we've had a couple episodes now of, voter suppression issues, election fraud issues, all with the underlying goal to suppress minorities from voting because of things like this happening in Georgia, making a red state turn purple, not even blue. They're just trying to find balance at this point, and an accurate reflection of the voting demographic there. So I am happy, that it's turning a little bit purple, because it shows that, the tide of power is changing. It's not going to just be this white hold on a state because they just want the power and they just want, to suppress and oppress. This, to me, shows that there will be some actual, semblance of normalcy this coming election cycle coming out of Georgia.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just 1 moment.
All right, folks, you heard me talk a lot about marijuanastock.org. Why? Because I want to keep you informed of investment opportunities that make sense. We've all watched the growth of the cannabis industry. A recent report by New Frontier Data estimates the global cannabis market at more than $340 billion. We know that marijuana legalization is sweeping the country state by state. We also know that marijuana has a good cousin, the hemp plant, with a much higher concentration of CBD. That means hemp gives you all the medical benefits of marijuana without getting you high. Until recently, hemp farming was practically illegal in the U.S. and heavily regulated by the DEA. That all changed with the 2018 Farm Bill, making it legal to grow hemp. Our friends at 420 Real Estate have come in with their business model, which is real simple. They buy land that supports hemp CBD grow operations and lease it to high-paying tenants. That's right, they are hemp CBD landlords, and you can get in on the action. What 420 Real Estate has done is allowed this special offer for the Roland Martin Unfiltered family. That is, you can invest a minimum of $200. Before it was supposed to be $500, but they're allowing you to do it for $200. You can do for $200 up to $10,000. Again, there's a $340 billion industry that is still growing. You can participate with as little as $200. To invest, go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org to get in the game and get in the game now.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.